Good morning from down under, everyone. My name is Limit Splits, and we're continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader, Lex Imperialis DLC and Void Shadow DLC. So, in between videos, I actually went and sorted out the Twitch drops, which is what this is here. You can see in our inventory we now have 3 new items. I don't know if we'll particularly be using them, at least until we get our new companion. But it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they're all for the Abides um, archetype anyway, so I don't really think we can make use of them. With that out of the way, let's offer a toaster to the Algorithm Priest and let us commence. So we just recently stashed a bunch of items, so we will head out, go back to the bridge, which is not this way. This way. See, I remember these things. It's slowly coming back to me after 18 months. Alright, so we're just going to quickly round robin go say hello to everyone. Just to see if there's nothing new. Nothing there. Nothing there. I don't think Idara should have anything yet. Memory serves. That's not Idara. That's Idara. Nope.
Of course.
We'll do all that and then we'll go talk to Cassia and then we'll be off again. So while I'm down this way, I will poke in to the chapel and the shrine.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, cool, nothing there. Shrine. Confessor. Okay, so there's some new dialogue. Did Lady Theodora come here often? You're beaming with joy. A priest like you is a rare sight. What happened to your clan? Still, your gentle manner may adversely affect your flock's faith. Yeah, the normal priest is more fire, burn, burn. Very zealous. So he's definitely an oddball. People confess to you, do they not? I'm interested to know the thoughts of some of my subjects. Alright. Nothing really there yet. Over here, give a small prayer. Why not?
I always have a backup plan.
Alrighty, and then we will peace out. Over here. Alright, so all those are fine. And we'll just check everyone on the bridge, and then we'll talk to Cassia, and then I guess head east on the ship map. I generally like doing a big circle, except I will generally leave the main planet till last. So, which will unfortunately stop us from getting 2 characters right away. Nothing new there. Abel.
Lord Captain.
Nothing new
Lord.
there. Helm's Master. No. Argenta.
Greetings.
Nope. That's Cassie there. Yeah, cool. See if we can talk to this one. Not Cassia.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra.
Poor Cassia. Sorry, Cassia, but I would like to know more about you personally, not your family.
You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
So you never lived anywhere other than Urix 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orselio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Tell me about your life on the station.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Did you have friends, someone you could turn to for a simple conversation, not a discussion of yet another lecture?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station, and you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence. And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
Oh, it's so tempting sometimes. You may find it difficult to believe, but the practice of depriving servants of their voice is not particularly widespread outside of House Orselio.
Please forgive me, Lord Captain. I was sure it was a sacred tradition made sacrosanct by the ancient vows of obedience. I expect more surprises will be waiting for me outside the walls of Urac 5.
Your third eye, do you always conceal it?
The Navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil. Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
You are beautiful, Cassia. Do not let anyone or anything convince you otherwise.
Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety.
Alright, so we want this one. I would not dare make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first set my eyes on her.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Why does it feel like a guide... Sorry, what does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
I will say this bit is a bit interesting because every navigator has its own way of navigating the warp.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
So basically, Cassia is an empath, so hide your feelings if you can.
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
Tell me about House Rosario.
As the only voice of our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
Is the Rosario prophecy system named after your ancestor?
You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Kalain Orselio was simply a skilled navigator.
I take it House Rosario has a rich history?
Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy.
Who rules the house?
Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house. It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Elronto Orselio is ensuring the stability of the house.
You lived in seclusion on a crow's station until Valet committed his sabotage. that mean you must be the no, wait. Nevada's successor.
So says Regent Aronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novateur. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden.
We shall talk about something else.
By all means.
What does your special sight reveal?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it.
So you can't see this because of OBS, but I am waving my mouse around this bit right here that she just said. Giant oval. Remember that for later.
Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life.
And this is why Abel is such a popular character. He is companion dad in every sense of the word.
Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
That is a good question. We'll find out, I'm sure. Let's talk about us, shall we?
Right here?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure? Of course. Let us turn from personal matters to more pressing concerns.
Alright, this is where we have to go.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Alright, with that done, we can hit the space trail once again. So I'll throw a quick save. And again, I don't think you can see it because of OBS, but we are going to head this way to the station. We're going to pass Minoris to the unidentified void ship, then this planet, then Majoris, then back to Minoris. Oh. Okay, so an event is kicking off on board.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me that you're adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
You're the only attendant. Your only attendant is your valet from Urak 5. Do your servants not measure up to your standards?
No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
The events that took place on Eurek 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
I see you are fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Eurek 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
I hope you've had ample time to calm yourself in your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis Nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
So we have quite a few options here. I'm beginning to think, Lady Cassia, that the feelings I have for you are far more complicated than common sympathy.
Lord Captain? So many colorful sparks are flaring to life and dimming all around you. It is a veritable ocean of emotions. There are so many of them that I can barely see the pure white sincerity of your words. Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Eurek 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
Because you have a heart, that's why.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls, and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... My delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I would not dare make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first set eyes on her.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
But that's where you can pretty much start the romance as well if you didn't do it on the bridge like I did before. And speaking of Cassia, now might be a good time to do this. So that is an exact identical one, I believe. I'll just double check that. Yeah. So I can actually just put that one in the cargo. Oh, never mind. There. I'll just split that. And her pistol can go to the cargo. Persuasion bonus. So Cassia is our first fellowship character, and she's really good at it. It comes with being an officer. Don't think you should ever get the buff for that, but in case you do, that's fine. That can just add to cargo. Yeah, that one's better for her. Alrighty, and then I don't believe there's. Oh, wait, there is. Yeah. Oh, I didn't load it. Yeah. Collect it. We can just throw it in the vault later. A quick look to make sure there isn't anything else. I don't think there should be. Right, we can head back out to space. Alright, back to the space map. Okay, we'll keep heading towards the station. Oh, here we go. I believe this is a Void Shadow. What secret cult? I'm ready to receive them. Alrighty, so despite my extensive knowledge of the 40k universe, Death Cult Assassins might be one of the very few things I know very little about. I know they belong to the Inquisition in terms of retinue, and were in the Demon Hunters Codex a long time ago before it became the Grey Knight Codex. But yeah.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still. Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her. And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion. We give you a blade, the silent verdict.
Main free weapons
The
are always
Undying
nice.
One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death. We give you one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
We'll examine the cultists. Captus.
These renegades committed treachery against their domin. Their lips once praised the name of Kunrad Voitvir, but it is your name they will whisper as they cross over to the other side.
Interesting, so a death cult watches over my crew. They who honor the Emperor through killing, who devote their every deed to serving him. Sacred executioners.
The Domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
What exactly does a what exactly does a cult like the Bloodspun Web do?
The tenets of the web teach us to read the threads of the future and understand the hearts of others. When a soul is filled with the poison of corruption, we know its time has come. We bring liberation. 3 strikes, 3 rebukes, 1 blade. This is how we serve the Undying One. This is how we serve you and your flagship. But there are others, the virtuous martyrs who contravene his design without realizing it. Those who have come too close to faltering or committing an apostasy, but have not erred yet. We present such souls to the Undying One.
You kill innocent people.
We do not desire their death. We do not seek them out in the darkness. They come to us, and we usher them from this life if his sacred tarot reveals that the Emperor wishes to accept these martyrs.
You mentioned the tenets of the web. What are they?
Our laws and teachings, our philosophy and way of life, our art of combat and spiritual dogma. The tenets are the blood-spun web itself. Humanity owes its existence to the Undying Emperor's sacrifice. It is he who protects us from a darkness of terrors. Hence, each of us has a duty to serve him, and a duty to die for him. To act otherwise is to waste the life that has been given to us by the Undying One, to become a thief. We help others understand this. We help them to live and die righteously.
Alright, so we're not doing any of those ones for reasons you'll see in a moment. Instead of helping those who may soon stumble, you offer them death.
We follow his design. We claim those marked by his omens. We submit to his will. How could it be otherwise?
Alright, so as you can see here, a lot of the character or companion quests have like a tally or score or counter to them. For her, we are going humility. So we're going to choose I disapprove of your practices, but I'm not going to ban them for now.
We lament having incurred your anger, Domin. We hope that you may yet understand there is no fault in our service, before him or before the crew of this vessel.
Tell me about yourself, Kibor. Are you the leader of the blood-spun web, or its herald, or its servant?
I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web. The honor of this title is bestowed only upon those who have ushered more souls than... It is shameful to speak of one's own deeds. I'm here to become your shadow, not to make boasts.
Why have you brought this rabble to the upper decks?
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself. Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
Alright, so I could do this myself, but I know for a fact I'll make mincemeat of them. So we'll let Kibor do it and have a bit of a challenge.
A dagger that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy. Let the final dance begin.
Alrighty, so Kibor is going to be very much like my Rogue Trader character, in that they're a Blade Dancer. Except without the psychic powers, so she'll be more melee focused. My character will eventually...
Cry, flee, pray. You cannot alter your fate.
Will eventually be more psychic power focused and won't be doing the hacking and slashing. Any of that. We'll go... Oh, doesn't want to click. There we go. We'll go there. We will... oh, maybe I should have done it. Oh no, we'll do Blade
Trust
Dance
me,
first.
Blade whispers your name.
Alright, then we'll do
My
that.
killing brings me no pleasure.
Then we're gonna go there.
Death is a blessing.
Then we're going to jump behind them. And that's everything spent.
As the ten come, the other side awaits. Trust me.
As you can see, the Blade Dancer is basically your rogue or your fencer, your swashbuckler, where it is very high DPS, very glass cannon, but can dodge, so it's got some survivability.
Welcome his embrace.
Your Emperor won't save you!
The shadows will
Shut
see
there.
one foe or 100. I will kill them all.
We'll go over there, stabby stab. Blade Dance.
Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure.
And go over there, stab. Do a backflip
As
behind
honor
them.
or death come, the other side awaits.
see, this was more challenging for Kibble because she doesn't have her take damage ability yet. Alrighty. Yeah, so that basically gives you a nice little look at the new DLC classes and whatnot, which is pretty good. They give you a little bit of a teaser because they didn't really do that for the base game. Professor, tell me about the Spinner's Great Sacrifice. Alrighty, we shall ask what my retinue thinks about this new person. Argenta, I don't think has a problem. Abel, I guess, doesn't mind. Cassia kind of approves. You can kind of see that they mean well. Funny that Idera doesn't say anything. Okay. You will be my shadow. Okay. So we will now have a full party of 6 so far. Forspoken, what do you mean? What turret? Who is the Vizseer? Now again, you can't really see because you can't see my mouse, but I am fast reading the text. That's why you guys also get like 5 to 10 seconds so I can read it too. Well, he's not here to deliver the message himself. Where is your temple located? Not see the point of these riddles. Your temple is part of my flagship. What does it stop me from simply walking aside? I'll walk in the footsteps of the matriarch spider. That's one day I'll grant you that favor. Not waste my time with foolish riddles. I'm guessing, based on the choices, we'll go with this one. Now the question becomes, do I get sent there right away, or do I go back to the world map? I don't know why I'm getting these tutorials. It should all be turned off. So we get sent back to the void ship. Alright, so I'll quickly check. Okay. So I'm just gonna quickly check over here. There's another compartment to visit. There is. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to put a save here, and I might cut this video a little bit short. I was going to go for the hour, but this is a good stopping point. So if you've been enjoying the video, again, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.